Ichi.
Ni.
San.
Shi.
Banzai.
Banzai.
I gotta learn.
Soothing.
Is that what I guess the old soldiers used to yell that.
Bonsai, it's more of like just, it's hard to explain because they still use bonsai, but it's more of like a celebration or like how do you say it?
Oh my god.
See?
Why am I having
celebrational?
Yeah. I don't know why I just had a stroke trying to
We're having both a stroke. Oh my god.
It's not a hard word either.
It is.
It's not. I've never had an issue.
It's like synonym.
Like cinnamon? No, not
like
cinnamon. I mean like the other word.
Like
cinnamon.
You know, like the spice. Synonym.
Oh, cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. You know what? It's funny. Oh. That's the words you can't say, but I can't say supposedly.
Supposedly, you can't say supposedly because supposedly is a very supposedly hard word to say supposedly.
I say supposedly. I got called out from my old C school instructor, and he wrote it up on the board.
Now
and he's like,
"Now, Neri, how do you say this? Spell it out for me.
Where is there a P in this word?" I'm like, "Bro, we haven't even gotten to class. Can you stop roasting me right now?"
Bro, I don't want to be a pork by the time I get there, right? Don't marinate me before you get me to class.
It was like the first thing in the morning, too.
Oh, that's awful. So you're getting that whole overnight marinade.
Oh, my God. It was funny as hell, though. Yeah, I never realized I was saying that word wrong until then.
Same here with synonym or cinnamon. Cinnamon man. Yeah, I didn't realize until someone pointed it out to me in high school as well. Yeah, so that's what kind of stuck with me. You don't really, it's like that kind of crazy things where you never realize how wrong you're doing something until someone says, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? This is how you're supposed to do. No.
Stop.
Please.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Hi guys. Welcome back to Drunk and Disorderly. My name is Ali Latoon, and I'm here with
Patrick as always.
So
it's just gonna be that.
That will be. You know, we might have messed up. This is coming out a little bit late, we had some issues. We recorded this about a week and a half ago. Yeah. We had one issue where the sound wasn't recorded for like the first hour.
Yeah.
And then I got blackout drunk and it was incoherent rants. Literally incoherent. I looked back at that. It was bad.
You did actually watch some of it?
A little bit, but it's too cringe. I literally was cringing so hard. I had just I almost slammed my computer shut.
It's kind of funny. It was just watching it unfold because I remember all of it. And it was just like, okay, this is just going to happen and we'll deal with this tomorrow.
Yep. And I woke up on the couch with no shirt and a blanket. Yeah, and I had to go to work.
You kept hugging me.
I'm a very lovable guy when I'm plastic.
It wasn't even that. You're like, yo, you know I don't hate you, right? You know I don't hate you. I'm like, I know, buddy. I know. Jesus
You're just
Christ.
an asshole. I get it.
You're very shit-faced right now.
Just go to bed, please. No.
What the hell was it? I was playing like Flight Simulator. You just passed out on the couch. Flight Simulator, fun fact, not something you should play while you're drunk.
Hey, it's like drunk driving.
No.
The more you do it, the better you get.
No, there's so many things. I was so confused.
Again, you just got to practice more while you're drunk.
Long.
It's like you go to the DMV and when you get your license renewed, and you have to be like Peter from Family Guy.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's the best idea. Like the one thing I know I can take from Family Guy is that everything else is dog shit. I can stand by that.
I want to say you're wrong, but you're not right, but you're not wrong.
It's one of those things. I was like, I don't like what you said, but
there's some validity to it. Oh my God.
This time, Alex is not going to be drinking 10% beers, and he is going to be sticking around with only a limited amount of beers from now on. Enough to to have fun, but not enough to where he gets blacked out and forgets what he said for about the last 45
goes on
minutes.
about relationships and men. That came out wrong.
What? I know it.
You were talking about relationships. That's all I remember.
This proves my point of why that's gonna be. I might save that, but that's going to archive. That's being buried deep.
Oh
it's
my
like in
God,
a time
it's
capsule.
great,
Let's
it's
say
great.
in like 10 years from now, if we ever get 1,000 subscribers, 10 years from now, we maybe post it. 10 years from now,
It was great. It was great.
it's pretty great. We can look back on it when we're like older. We're
It's like you don't remember any of that, but I do. I
remember the whole night.
I have a very strong power when it comes to not blocking out.
So another thing you might notice, we have a little decorations here. This was supposed to be again recorded like only like maybe a week after St. Patty's. Again, hi, I'm Alex. So yeah. Anyways, Patrick, let us begin.
Lettuce. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
You have the weirdest sense of humor.
I have the most
Guaranteed.
retarded sense of humor.
It is genuinely retarded. But I respect it. because you
I
see
don't know
my
why.
sense of humor. You see my sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's at the same level but different.
Yeah, but like whenever you make a stupid ass joke, you're like, "But it wasn't that funny." I don't know why. I find it the funniest shit.
I don't get it.
I
Genuinely.
don't know either.
Anyways, are you ready to spin your wheel?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm ready. I want to see. I really hope it's Christian. Well, no. Christian's off the board for you tonight. Just for tonight, because
I get the pass.
He gets the pass tonight. So if he gets Christian, it's okay.
I get the pass.
It's like saying,
God.
okay, that actually works out really well, actually.
I hope it does. Because this is me we're talking about here.
I know. Oh, ooh, the New York is already coming out of you. It's already spilling out a little bit. Seeping. Well, Christian, he's
No.
Anyways, let's go on my rule set.
Yeah.
Let's go on
Before
my rule
Pat
set.
goes on a rant and spins the wheel before you get your roll.
That'd be hilarious.
No.
Anyways, I have nothing to say. I have no regrets aside from last week.
Just put no blacking out as one of your things.
That'd be horrible. What is this? No playing with hair? Man, I just got a haircut today
I know.
too. Looks good, right?
But I still do this. I still do this even.
Wait, does that count as a no? Fuck.
I wouldn't say playing. You backtrack too late, bud.
Anyways. Do I have to?
I would. I don't know. I mean, like you did.
All right. I did.
I would count that because I normally like whenever I got called out at work for playing with my hair when I get stressed. Whenever I get stressed at the dice table, I go like this. Like every time I push my hair back.
I don't like you. I don't like any of you.
I don't like me either, bud.
You know what? It's starting out the night strong because we gotta taste this again.
It's deja vu.
I wanted to wear this. Can I wear this? Can I wear this with that?
It'd be kind of funny.
All right, bet. I'm wearing it with that because I really want to wear this shirt tonight. I was really excited. You have no idea. I was like, oh, man, this shirt's going to be awesome. It looks, you can't even read it, but I still love this shirt. But I was like, this shirt's going to look cool. Why is life like this?
Because life is a cruel bitch.
It is.
We're off to a great start.
We're starting out tonight strong, honestly.
Honestly?
Let's be real.
We're starting out about I'd say as strong as Konosuba is.
Right?
Oh my god.
I'm still like, I know we just watched it and we discussed it a little bit before the podcast.
Oh my god.
I'm still like, it boggles my mind that it came out in the second season came out in 2017. That is.
It actually is
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
It's insane because I found out about it about 2 years after the second season.
Yeah. Yeah, and you like kind of hit it right around the right time though. 'Cause
I
that's when
did.
the movie
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah, it was just after the movie came out. I'd gotten in because it was like I just choked in my own spit.
Bless you.
It was right after COVID happened because I had nothing. I couldn't drink anymore because they closed the bar on base.
Oh, you're right.
So I was like, screw it, man. I keep seeing these anime clips. I'll the Konosuba one. This kind of looks funny. And then after that, I fell in love with it.
Big booba.
Yeah.
Big booba.
Yeah,
Darkness. Big booba.
Yeah,
Big booba. Going
masochist.
flick, 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 flick.
Yeah, and I just binge watched the shit out of it, and then I had the movie, and then that was it. I've been waiting 5 years.
Oh, right, because 2019.
Wait, 4-ish years.
So, no, it's been 5.
Well, like, because when I got into it, it was 2020. It was right after COVID happened.
I see. Right, you're right. So about.
So I've been waiting 4 years for this third season.
I can't believe we've been in this house for over a year now.
I know.
I know. So that's like kind of personal, but it's kind of crazy. Anyways, crazy. I was crazy once. Yeah, no. And I remember whenever like that was first coming out in 2016, the first season.
Yeah.
Because I've always been an anime nerd, right? And it was like the biggest thing because it made fun of, which is still going on right now.
Oh,
isekais.
God, yeah.
It made fun of isekais, which were annoying. Don't get me wrong. They're good. There's always going to be, a gemstone in a rough.
Yeah.
Gemstone in a rough with isekais. But there's so many.
It's overplayed. It's definitely overplayed.
Oh, my
Like, I don't get me wrong. I love isekais.
A good one.
Yeah. Like, I love the premise of it. But it's like, you got to know when to stop.
I would say that, but now I look at my girlfriend and she's like obsessed with any isekai. Literally any isekai she'll watch. She's like she'll give every single one a chance.
Like there was literally this came out like
I don't get it.
It came out a couple months ago, but it was the time I got reincarnated as a vending machine and I wanted to dungeons. That's the full name.
I know. I watched like 3 episodes.
It's not. What pisses me off is not terrible. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I mean, because it plays up the trope, but at the same time, it doesn't.
It doesn't do it right. It's just like
it takes itself a little too seriously.
Yes, like Konosuba does it perfectly.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
It's literally Kazuma gets reincarnated, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna live this badass adventure life," and then he's just like, he literally just steals panties, becomes a pervert, and has a useless team, and it's great because everything he thought was gonna happen is just thrown out the window.
Yeah,
it's great.
And then when you see the guy, that's the actual other reincarnated, right? He was reincarnated.
Yes.
Yeah, he steals the sword.
Mitsubishi, whatever the hell his name
Mitsubishi.
is. I don't know what the hell his name is.
Honk, honk.
Yeah, it's like Mitsu some shit. But yeah, like he literally like remembers Aqua too. Oh my god, that was a good episode. I'm not gonna lie, because he just straight up stole
Can I
a sword.
itch my head?
Yeah, that's different. That's
okay.
Yeah.
I gotta actually.
That's scratch. That's a scratch.
Okay. But yeah. I remember that, and we discussed it earlier, but like I'm kind of curious what happened to that guy.
I don't remember because I read quite far into the manga.
How far behind is the anime right now?
We're okay. Depending, I gotta reread it, but from what I remember,
don't like spoil anything.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I'd say season 3 is more than likely gonna catch up to where I left off.
Seriously?
Yes. Because like I said, the first episode,
it's only gonna be probably 12 episodes.
Everything, it was so hard to fight. That's why I'm saying if they do it right, they should. Where I left off, mind you.
Oh right, you said you haven't like caught up with the manga completely.
in like a year or so.
Yeah. Oh my god, it'll be that caught up though.
If I had to guess, season 2 or 3 will end where I left off.
That'd be crazy if it does. Honestly,
I have a feeling it will because it's setting up for everything that I remember.
It might leave off halfway.
And like, oh my god!
Unless they do 24 episodes, I don't know how many episodes they're doing.
I'm not
I think
sure.
They're doing 12.
Like I said, I gotta reread it because like I don't remember a whole lot of the first episode, or like all that stuff happening. I don't remember any of that. By the way, also too, technically the first episode hasn't been actually officially released. It did get leaked, and I was like, I'm not waiting another week for it to come out. Where is it? And I found it. I was very happy.
It was good.
It was.
And the quality was surprisingly good for it being leaked.
It's exactly what I remembered.
Oh, it was so good. Kazuma des. Kazuma does.
I can't believe they're still
Oh
running
my
with
god,
that joke.
that was so funny, man.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a second, hold on. What did I just see up top? I was like, go back a second. And then I see, yeah, I'm Kazuma.
It's so funny, man. Okay, I do have to say this about Konosuba, though, because usually there's like a stigma when it comes to English voice dubs. They're horrible, typily.
Konosuba.
But Konosuba's voice dubs are some of the best I've heard.
Honestly,
I've not seen them personally.
It's just as funny as
Is it?
it is.
It's like ghost stories?
Because like not on that. It's like it's true to the you know the vibe of the show and stuff.
I see what you mean.
It's like because I had a friend of mine. We watched it and I was like, I'll watch the English dub with you.
Yeah.
I was still laughing my ass off because it was just as funny. It was just as funny.
That
as
really
the original.
does like prove the point that voice actors do make a big difference
yes.
when it comes to anime. I feel like a lot more anime.
Like it felt like the people like watched the sub and went, we know what we got to do.
Oh yeah.
It was genuinely like a very good dub.
They really need to hire like actual voice actors or good voice actors when it comes to anime.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't like I'm thinking about back to Looney Tunes and such with those voice actings. I might be Americanized, but at the same time, they feel good.
Yeah.
Or like even American cartoons, maybe because the lip syncing's a lot different. Because
anime, because it is. Yeah.
There's no real lip syncing. It's just more of like mouth open, close, open, close, open, close.
Yeah, because it's hard because
you have animators do that like we do with the words.
And like also too, you got to think that like when we saw like cartoons growing up, that was made for English, so their mouths matched with the words. Whereas with anime, they were made for Japanese.
Well, even the Japanese version, because I've been studying Japanese, so I've been not looking at the subtitles so much.
Yeah.
Even in Japanese, it just feels a little off.
Really?
Maybe that's just me. It just feels a little off because there's no like as I was describing, there's no like lip enunciation. But then again, that makes sense with Japanese.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's not much lip.
It's not like
it's more tongue. It's more tongue and more like soft in a sense.
Yes. Okay. I kind of get what you're saying. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I understand that.
That's what makes it feel off to me. That's just me though.
Unless you get like some high end budget anime.
Also, whenever they pronounce names in Japanese, in the American version, and it's like Japanese names. Oh, it's so cool. I wish they just say it in the Japanese version. They like actually pronounce it Japanese instead of American. Like instead of saying Kira, they say Kira.
So I wasn't actually thinking about that. I was thinking more of so for instance, I refuse to watch the Nagatoro dubbed, and I love that. I love that series. I was a huge fan of it. We still got to finish the 6th season.
That came out over a year ago.
I know. We started watching it, then we stopped. But I can't watch it dubbed because she says senpai in it.
See,
that's the thing.
You have to say because
not in English. It doesn't work.
I know it doesn't, but how else would you do it? See? Yeah.
I suppose, but it's like when they add those kind of like Japanese words into English, it's like
it just feels cringy. It just feels wrong.
It does. It's like just find another way.
There is no other way with that one specific.
It is.
That's
I
specific
suppose, because that literally is all she calls him. Because I don't think we ever found out his name.
No.
Like we found out her name, her first name. He calls her by at one point.
That's wild. Like the author. Then again, he was a hentai artist, but that's a different story for another day.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we don't. It's a
I don't want to talk about it.
It's a dark past. Anyways, let's move back to Konosuba.
Yeah, Konosuba.
So,
but I'm very excited.
This is gonna be a good season. There's so many good anime come out this year. So many. There's second season of Oshinoko.
They're coming out?
That's already confirmed. There's a couple others that are confirmed that are coming out. Oh yeah, second season of how was it? I don't know if it's coming out this year, but I know second season is confirmed for the 100 Girlfriends Who Love You. Very, 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 very.
Oh yeah, that was confirmed at the end of the
it was. Season, yeah. And that's gonna be so good. And then there's no second season for or third season confirmed for The Dangers of My Heart. That's a peak show.
Dangers of My Heart.
The Dangers of My Heart. Me and Dub watch it all the time together. He and I are obsessed with it.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
What
is it about? What is it about?
Without getting too deep into it, just the first 4 episodes are really cringe. Just gonna let you know they're awful. I hate them. But basically, this guy After the first 4, it gets really good.
Oh,
Genuinely, I know. But this kid, they're both in middle school, starts to figure out he's leaving his cringy stage and falling in love with this girl. Best way I could put it.
Okay.
And he kind of is figuring out what it.
So it's kind of like Love, Chinaboyo, and Other Delusions.
In a sense, but reverse the roles. It's not really like that because he has like this is like not spoilers because it's literally the first episode. He's really into murder shit. And he like for the first 4 episodes he really wanted to he thought he wanted to really kill her. That's what he thought, and yeah, that's when it cringed. It's like
I'm sorry, but what the fuck? I'm sorry, but what?
I told you, the first 4 episodes are awful. After that, episode 5 and onwards, it's some of the best anime I've ever watched.
See, what's funny is that I normally give an anime like 2 or 3 episodes to get me hooked in.
Yeah.
Like I actually dropped off. Zombieland Saga.
Oh god, you missed episode 5. Come on, that's the best part. Oh wait, no, Zombieland Saga was the one with the colors, wasn't it?
What?
Wait, Zombieland Saga. Oh, I'm thinking different. I'm thinking the one with the big titty girls with the snipers and stuff.
High School DxD.
No,
they're not High School DxD. High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead. That's
High
what
School
I'm
of
thinking
the Dead. No, this one was like these girls were all like idol or like.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
They basically
yes.
the dude makes an idol group of zombies.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
But like I watched like the whole first season way back when, like before I joined the Navy.
Yeah.
Or I think. Oh my god, did I?
Anyways.
Anywho, and like when the second season came out, I was actually going back to Chicago and Great Lakes, and I started watching it. And I just could not get into it. I dropped it. It's I have 2 episodes or shows, or I think I put it on hold, but I might as well have dropped it.
Yeah.
There's only 2 things that I've dropped, and it's one of them is Elfen Lied.
You hated it.
The OVA. There was an OVA.
Maybe I've seen it. I just don't remember.
There was something that I like watched.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, there was a part of Elfen Lied that I just dropped because I watched the entirety of first season.
It's all right.
It's okay. It's all right.
Anyways.
The
Continue.
manga's better. The manga's so much better.
Anyways, continue.
But like, yeah, I normally give like an anime like a couple episodes to give me.
Yeah.
If it doesn't pull me in, that's it. I'm done.
That's a nice thing about Konosuba, though. Going back to that.
Yeah.
I know we like.
I know. Yeah.
Totally.
Well, I
I
mean,
really
like,
want to go back to that and just kind of finish it off and tie a nice bow on it for right now. That's a great thing about Konosuba. It's even though it could be very ecchi at times, it just hits a lot of the good spots.
It's
that
like
makes it very for anybody who's getting into anime.
I
They
think
can watch
Konosuba is.
I think it's a great one
honestly,
to show beginners.
I think Konosuba is a good like starting. I think
It could be
one of the
I
good
think it's
ones.
It could be a little iffy at times.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little biased with Konosuba because it's like the anime that got me into anime. But I would say like obviously there's better anime out there. But like I would say if like you were like, what the hell is anime, bro? Like all I hear is like these weirdos talking about it. If you watch Konosuba, I feel like you could get into anime.
I feel like you could as well.
Because it's like it's a good little like in between because it's not like super complicated like hero story. It's just like
Or lewd. Or like
it's not over lewd. It makes jokes about it.
It has its points, but you know.
It doesn't even like try to be lewd. It just kind of make like jokes about it.
No, and I'm not deducting points for that.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I'm saying that I think it's a perfect like medium because it's not like tits in your face. It's like haha masochist with big boobs.
Literally.
Like it's just kind of making fun about it.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah. I really hope season 3 continues and we get a season 4.
Is
maybe
going to be
season 4? Question mark?
Probably, yeah.
Probably not because the manga's not that far ahead.
The manga isn't far ahead, but the light novel is complete.
That's wild.
So the source material is there.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Anyways, so kind of like with media and such, and we're talking about a lot of what was it? Oh gosh, it was something very specific. I know, right? Don't you love me?
Oh boy.
Movies. Have you been watching a lot of movies lately?
I don't really watch movies.
I know.
Like
I think the last one we
movies.
watched was
There's just-
was Five Nights at Freddy's, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't really watch a whole lot of like movies.
There's not really any good ones anymore. And this one's no exception. The magical. Wait, what was it? Something magical. Knee. You know, my knees kind of just they grow a little bit. Hey, it's in the movie title.
Yes, it is. And technically, it's the Spanish word for black.
It is. You're right. Oh, dude. Quick off topic. When I went to Costa Rica, there was a shop called Super Negro.
I forgot about that.
There was a shopping mall in Costa Rica.
Oh my god.
It was so funny to us.
Why?
Me and all my friends. Anyways, going back to the movie. I just had to make that a comment because you made me think about it.
Okay.
That's all.
That's fair.
Super funny. So, society of magical knees.
Just say the damn word at this point. Just say the word. We all know what you're talking about. You might as well say the movie called The Magical Society of Negroes.
Of Negroes, yes. Anyways, it's the most racist movie I think I have ever watched in my life. Genuinely, like, if you know about the Song of the South from Disney, it was very racist towards black people. Let's flip that on its side, literally on its head. So, talking about it, starting off, you know the liberal tears meme. That's what it's. I think.
Of
it's
course,
dumb.
yeah.
It's
dumb.
dumb.
It was good during the 2016 era.
It was funny for a bit. You know, it's funny, but it's overplayed now.
Yeah,
right?
a little bit. Yeah.
They have a white tears meter. That's how they did judge. Because the whole premise of the movie is that the reason they have these black people have their magical powers is to comfort white people so they don't kill black people. That's the whole reason.
The clip from what I've seen of that movie, it does make sense because the one clip I've seen of that movie, I haven't even seen the trailer. I don't even know. I saw the name and I was just like, I'm not even gonna touch this one.
Don't, yeah.
And it was like basically like these two dudes and they're outside. I don't know what the hell the context is. I don't even really give a shit.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
I don't really
There's
give
no
a
context.
shit. But they're like, the one dude's like, what's the one scariest thing in the world? And the dude's like, sharks?
Because there's a shark right there.
Yeah. And he's like, no, white people.
No, it's uncomfortable white people.
Yes. That is, yes. And I'm just sitting here like, are you like...
Like, I hate using this. Well, I know I love using this. I love using this example. Imagine flipping the roles.
Oh, God, yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
The whole movie flipped so white people are the protagonists and black people are the antagonists.
Yeah.
Now,
You
I wonder how that would go.
Riots.
Easily in like 2 seconds.
And it's LA. Like, I hate this because this is just...
You can't be racist towards white people.
Because I work and I've met so many different people from every walk of life. Mm-hmm. And it's like, this just shows how out of touch Hollywood and like mainstream media are.
So true. You know what? It makes me want to have a drink. Do you want to try some of this?
I do. Yeah, because we never even mentioned.
I know. We've really moved into it really fast, but you know.
We're trying to make up for lost time.
We really are. We're trying to make this show go quick. We're going. So, we'll be right back. Anyways, hi, we're back. Finally. It's been like 12 hours. Patrick, you're a very smart person.
Uh-huh. Just like she said she loved me.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Come
so
on.
this is Jameson coffee whiskey. It's worse than I remember.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that good. It's not that good.
Oh, it's not good.
Like it.
It's not as good as I remember it.
I don't like it. Do you want to have some? We can put some. What is it called? Irish whiskey. No, Irish whiskey.
Bailey's.
Bailey's later. Bailey's.
I feel like that might make it a little bit better.
Make it more taste.
I know I said I was going to slide that down, but oh my God.
Yeah, it's the aftertaste. It's the aftertaste.
It's so bitter. It's so goddamn bitter.
Ugh.
It's like drinking bad coffee.
Yeah, literally bad.
People
like complain about like it's easy to make coffee. No. There is good coffee and there is bad coffee.
No, I'm talking like expired coffee.
I'm playing with my hair. I'm just itching.
Okay, I see.
Just so you know. Just so you know.
I'm observing.
Observe how cool I am.
I thought you were flipping me off there for a second.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Bailey's ice cream would be helpful there. Very helpful. Yeah. Oh, okay. This needs a chase.
I actually like Jameson.
Jameson's not. It's all right by itself. It's all right. It ain't.
Oh, that didn't help.
So, I think we have a decision for tonight, but we'll get that later.
Yeah.
Let's see how blacked out we get tonight. Let's see how blacked out we get. By we, I mean me.
Yeah, right. 'Cause I just can't black out.
Yeah,
Speaking of black.
Shut up. Shut up. That was good. Shut up. That was good, but shut up. Anyways, speaking of black, I stole your joke. My bad. I'm gonna give that to you. Speaking of
the Magical Society of Negroes.
my knees growing. Funny joke, right? I know.
Sure.
Like we're discussing earlier. Imagine if the roles were reversed, but we already went with that.
Yeah.
It's insane to think that they could get it. They are getting away with this. And even then, the movie's ratings are still extremely low. I think in the first week of the box office, they made $1 million.
That's
it.
That's super. Okay. So, like, I know, like, $1 million, like, something
Technically,
like
it's a lot.
It's a shit ton.
Technically.
But for a movie production, when there's millions being put into the movie itself.
You don't even count the advertising that went into it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It is bombed hard.
That's
Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined.
Oh my God. Like, I it's kind of sad that like that's done worse than some actual, like, just dog shit movies.
Yeah. I'm surprised anything get worse than Ghostbusters 2016, but they sometimes they surprise me. They surprise me every now and then, which is how bad they can get.
It's kind of sad. It's like, man, it can't get any worse than this. And maybe Hollywood's like, but wait, there's more.
Hold my beer, watch this.
Yeah, for real. For real. Some exec at fucking, and Hollywood is just like, yo, hold my beer, watch this shit show I'm about to create.
Literally. I just don't get it. And yeah, so the white tears meter, and we discussed.
Oh my God, yeah, I
never
never heard
tears
of that.
meter. We didn't get to that too hard, but apparently, how it works in the movie, whenever a white person gets uncomfortable with specifically a black person, the white tears meter goes up a little bit, and if it gets to red, they're gonna do some crazy shit to the black person, and maybe even kill them. Yeah, basically, it's very racist. It's very racist.
I hate this shit because it's like, I know somebody out there justifies it and be like, well, the racist white people. And it's like, listen, bud, that is, I feel like, yes, there is a problem in this world. First, doesn't justify that. Doesn't justify you stooping down to their level. First off, doesn't justify that. Second off, you got to realize there's more people in this world that just hate anyone. I am one of those people. I am an equal opportunity asshole.
As Cosmo would say, this fist is meant for both genders.
Did you say Cosmo?
Cosmo.
You said Cosmo.
It doesn't matter. You get the point.
Yes, Cosmo. That is why I love him. I mean, no. These hands are rated E for everyone.
E for everyone, boy.
I hate that because it's like, nowadays, honestly, I hate anyone. I hate people.
Going back to the COD Modern Warfare 2 days. Remember that? You would get butt blasted by anybody just because they were having a bad day.
If your voice had a certain too high of a decibel, that's it.
You're done.
That's it. You're cooked. You're cooked.
That made you tough skin, but at the same time, I don't know, something about that. I hate to put it this way, but gave community to it. Like you felt belonged in a weird way.
It's like you'd be shit on, but like, this is home.
You didn't feel hated.
It's like Dice for me. It's like, I hate this. You all piss me off, but I wouldn't want to be dealing anywhere else tonight.
Yeah.
It's literally how it is for Dice.
Like, I think I was watching this one reviewer talking about specifically the Society of Magical Negroes, and he was saying like he was just like describing what I just was kind of getting at with back in the day, you and your boys could be the most racist people to each other.
Yeah.
But it was funny. They were just being funny to each
Because
other. There was no actual racism. There was funny racism behind it. But nowadays, you can't even do that without being criticized.
Well,
you
I mean,
can't joke with the boys.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting.
The problem is that you can joke with the boys, but God forbid those jokes get out, because it's like deep down, like I mean, like we could take Dub into perspective. All of us have said the most horrendous shit around each other.
That group chat stays in the group chat.
Yes, but like at the end of the day, it's all humor. We all love each other. Like I could get a text or a call at like 2 a.m, 3 a.m from Dub being like, "Hey, I need help." I'd literally be, my first response is, "Where the hell am I heading?"
And that's the problem with like this movie though. It is definitely, even if it's unintentional, it probably is intentional, but I have no proof of that. It's creating a race divide. Major. It's not the problem, but it is part of.
Oh no! It's intentional. It's intentional. I'm convinced
disgusting.
at this point because like this is a reason why I just kind of like stay away from like any mainstream news. And I hate to use that term, but I mean that in the sense of I'm not just like, oh, that's CNN and the illegals are taking a job. No, I don't like CNN, Fox News. I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them because all it has become is a whole thing of how can we just separate each other?
How can we pander to our demographic?
That too.
Well, that's what we described.
Well, yeah, no, it's not just that. That's just because if it was this, that, it makes sense, right? Fox News is for Republicans, CNN is for liberals. But like, it's always at the root of it. It's always hate them. They're the enemy.
Yeah, literally.
And that's why I can't stand them, because it's like, no, you're the enemy. You just don't want us to know that.
It's funny because it makes me think about that one game from like early 2000s or maybe mid. It's a web game where it's like it's really simple. It takes like 5 minutes to complete it, but it's like where you take a picture of the people walking around with square heads and then circle heads, and if you take a picture with them, then it slowly creates a divide between the circle and the square heads to a point where you take enough pictures of like bad things happening to each other. It like creates riots and race wars. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Scary how that predicted the future.
I mean, if it wasn't predicting, it's just history repeating.
Honestly, yeah.
It's literally just history repeating. History never repeats, it rhymes. That's my favorite saying. I love that saying.
I've never heard that, but I like that. It's
very true.
I like that. Yeah. I like that.
But even like in the game itself, it's like it doesn't matter how many times you can see the square heads and the round heads getting along. If you take a picture of them getting along, it doesn't matter. It doesn't reduce it. It just doesn't add to it.
Yeah.
It's the only time it adds to it or does anything is whenever you see hate on each other. And that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Especially, but this movie, it's like literally just all about hating white people. I think it's the epitome of how can we make white people seem like the actually. We can get into this another time because once I get enough information, enough of a story to tell you.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this Muslim religion for black people, and it has, I can't remember the name of their devil, but it's this black person devil who apparently created white people because created white people in his image to literally kill black people. It's some of the most racist propaganda. I find it hilarious. It's funny.
That's
people
the
genuinely
same kind of
Malcolm
propaganda as like World War II.
Literally, Malcolm X used to believe in this stuff.
That's kind of concerning because like
Malcolm X stopped believing it later in life.
Thank God.
Yeah, he got better, but he's still. The point is, if someone's so influential,
there's
like
a few things that I do agree with him because a lot of his like ideology was we don't have to rely on the white man. Granted, it sounds a little messed up, but it's like you want your own race, your people, if you will, like to be able to rely on themselves. Okay.
Which is, in the context of the 60s and 70s, makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
Modern times, it doesn't make sense.
Because, I think, like, if he was still around and he saw, like, that, I don't want to get too political, but the welfare crap and all that shit, I'm sure he'd honestly, I feel like he'd find that disgusting.
Oh yeah,
because I mean, like
going against what he believed.
Obviously that would be thought of as cause, mostly white
relying on the white man,
relying on the white man, and I mean, obviously we'd kind of disagree. Well, it's more of a bigger problem than that.
Besides the point,
but it's like it's kind of disgusting where we've gotten.
It is because like I think the closest we ever got to true. Like, no racism was, again, the early 2000s with the most heinous
We hated everyone.
Most. You could hate, that's the point. You say you could hate everyone, but technically, realistically, you didn't hate them. You just said the most heinous shit. But everybody got it was a joke, or everybody got did not take it seriously.
Yeah. Well, like, now we have, like, don't get me wrong, like, emotions should be taken into consideration for certain things. Nowadays, it's like,
too much.
We have to pander.
There was a joke back in the day, like, oh, these are saying these sissy liberals, like, oh, okay, they're being like they're being weird about it. But nowadays, it's like, I want to say sissy liberals, but there are some people out there who can't take a joke.
No,
that's what I mean.
And like, because like
on both sides though,
I have like, me, I have a very dark sense of humor.
Oh, that's the best part though. That makes it the best.
And like, I've actually been like, kind of, it wasn't like I was, disciplined or anything like that, but it was just like, you shouldn't joke like that. I'm like, but like, I made an unaliving joke. I feel like I can't actually say that word.
I feel you, yeah.
Yeah, but like, as someone who's actually tried to do it, I kind of feel like I reserve the right to make that. Right? It's like the N-word pass, Like I get to make jokes about wanting to give myself a game over. Yeah.
Our trauma brings us together. I'll drink to that.
I legit remember there was this one night I was flooring.
Yeah.
And I was flooring roulette. Roulette's a good game. I'm pretty strong with it. I know what needs to be done. I know this game. And I had a dealer turn off of his game, which means basically, like, let's say like the roulette table's here and the actual value, the value chips are there. Anyway. He went like this. And I wasn't even aggressive. I was like, whoa, don't turn off your game. Don't turn off your game.
Yeah, okay. Where
because this is important.
Okay.
And then I had one of my ASMs come over. And I'm cool with her. And I didn't take this the wrong way when she told me this. But she's like, hey, you might want to be careful. This guy's a little,
sensitive?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was actually the word she used. And I almost looked at her on the floor of the casino. I almost looked her dead in the eyes and said, are you effing with me?
Like, yeah, that's
like
kind of BS.
You're telling me I have to be, cautious of what I say. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't explode over small mistakes, but when you turn your head away from the actual value on the table,
yeah, when the money's there that people can take back and steal.
No, you are not to do that.
That is fair.
And then what's funny is that they mentioned this as like a big thing, like make sure your dealers don't turn off your game. I almost said to him, so then why the hell am I the asshole when I yell at one of them?
Yeah, I see your point.
Because I never yell at somebody for doing something if I wouldn't do it. Or like when I had the new dealers, I was never on them. I was never angry, except for that one chick. We're not going to talk about that. Because I was the same way. I understand what it's
Everybody
like.
comes from somewhere.
Exactly. They were brand new. They were shitting. One of them was good. He was just shitting bricks the whole night, so I wasn't an asshole.
That's fair.
Listen,
that's fair.
Here's what you got to do. By the way, take a damn breath and chill out. You're not allowed. Okay. I'm the only one allowed to be stressed tonight. You need to chill out, dude. Chill out. You're fine.
Yeah.
And like, I'm saying this in front of the players. I'm like, you're doing great. Chill the hell out. But like, it's ridiculous because like, nowadays, it's all emotions.
It is, and too many emotions have kind of made everything too soft.
Exactly.
And leading back to that movie one last time, because I feel like we've hit all the points fairly well.
Yes.
It's made it. This is like the epitome of where it's gone.
Yeah.
Where you have people who literally can't take a joke to where they will be offended by anything you say now.
Yeah.
If we were to make a movie about the exact same premise, but flip the races, like we started.
If we were to make a racist Harry Potter.
Literally, if we just play Song of the South again.
Honestly.
Just play Song of the South again in the movie theaters, and let's see what happens. it would be no bueno.
I'm pretty sure that movie theater would be burned to the ground.
Easily. And you know what? I want to say it's the right thing, but I can say if you're upset with it. And I think people have every right to be upset with this movie right now.
And if it was reversed, absolutely. Racist. Yeah, you would have every reason. Racist. Like, it doesn't even feel like it's a comedy. It feels like they're trying to make a statement.
No, there's no comedy. Every single reviewer that I've seen, I refuse to watch movies. I don't care if people say, "Oh, you haven't watched a movie." I don't care.
I'm curious to see it just so I can actually say.
I'm not going to pirate it. I don't want to watch it. It just makes me disgusted. I feel disgusting on this. Like, why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I'm not going to waste it.
That's fair. It would make me feel disgusting on the inside. So that's why I refuse to watch it. But every single reviewer I've seen, they have said the same thing. It is some of the most racist piece of garbage they have ever seen in life. Blatantly racist. But anyways, I feel like that's a good point to kind of just drop it off for the night. And until more information comes up on it, we might bring it up again. But for now, don't be racist, please. Don't be racist.
Be an asshole to everyone, regardless of their skin color.
Hey, these fists rated E.
Yeah, for everyone.
For everyone. E for everyone.
I don't care if you look like me or don't look like me. You an asshole, I'm gonna shit on you.
Kill yourself.
What?
See? It's funny.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
Anyways, we'll be right back. All right, we're back.
All right. So, I know this was supposed to take place in March, but
oh yeah, right. Thank you.
So we have hit one of the anniversaries of.
And for context, sorry to interrupt you, Patrick, but I do have to say this for context. I did say in one of the episodes for the anniversary, I guaranteed we would let you talk about Christian no matter what, and it was supposed to be about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, but you were blackout drunk.
And you forgot to record, so.
Hey, we're both idiots.
We'll drink to that.
We're both idiots. We're both idiots.
Alex is irresponsible.
I think it was March 7th of
How do you know that to the date? I swear to God.
I don't remember the year, but he was a senior in high school.
I feel like you could say his birth at the literally month, day, year, and time.
It was February. I feel like there's a 9 in it, but I think it might be wrong. I think it was 20. It's after Valentine's Day. That's on the 14th. I think it was the February 24th, 1980 something.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you. You're the reason I drink.
I know way too much about Christian. But anyways, obviously a lot has happened in the last year that we've been doing.
2 years.
The year of us recording.
Oh, fair enough.
Because around when we started, that was long after the arrest.
Yes.
And he got released actually.
That's a while ago.
A couple episodes in of Drunk and Disorderly.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
I think it was 3, because I remember wanting to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. And I said no.
Which is fair. Because I literally am the level of autism where I actually called the prison.
I remember that. Oh, I was so pissed. I was so mad
I actually called the prison. It was I was ready with a fake story and shit. I'm a reporter for, an independent news article. We were just wondering if this person has actually been released from the prison. I didn't have to bullshit that. I was like, hey, I'm trying to find information about an inmate named Christine Weston Chandler. And they were like, do you know the date of birth or the year of birth? And date of birth or something. And I at the time I knew it like the back of my hand almost. And I rattled it to him. It was like, this inmate is no longer here.
Oh my God, you're awful.
And
you're an awful human being.
I was like, so they've been released. And that's all they would respond with is that this inmate is no longer here.
Which is actually reasonable for.
I think,
that's reasonable.
Because at the time we were very much speculating as to why Christian got released. And so because of how they worded it, it sounded like it was a HIPAA thing. And it was because Christian is not mentally there. Which is not wrong.
But we found out later that it was someone who in the
somebody
right mind
bailed him out.
Yeah, who in the right mind would bail him out?
There's a lot that's happened since that.
Yeah, I know there's been a lot. But let's actually, speaking of, let's do that.
All right.
Let's talk about what's happened the big points.
So there's a main
since he's been released.
Yeah, and we're going to refer to he because there is not out of like disrespect for transgender people, but it's more of just that this is Christian we're talking about, and there is a lot of controversy as to whether or not he's actually transgender or he did this to try and sleep with lesbian women. There's a lot of things about that, and I actually, knowing that this is Christian, I believe it.
I think he did it
think so.
Just to finally complete his love quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh, God, I've told you too much.
No, I've known about the love quest for a bit. That was before I met you. I've known about that. I knew about Christian before I met you.
Okay.
I knew a decent amount. I've known a decent amount, just not the level of autism that
I
you
just
have.
dragged you down the rabbit hole.
I was surface level Christian. You were like bottom tier of Christian level.
I knew everything and anything.
Let's continue.
Anywho, so there is a main character we do have to introduce. I don't know if you know about this person, but we know her as Flutter.
Oh yeah, the girl
that's always seen around Christian.
That I thought that was like his actual final form.
No,
like the actual what's it called? What did I just say? Love quest.
No.
I thought that was the end of the love quest. I thought that's what it was.
Oh no, the joke is that it was Barbara.
I thought he actually does have a girlfriend now.
There's a lot of speculation.
No, I thought like it was confirmed.
Nah,
really?
still not confirmed.
No, really?
Still not confirmed. There was actually at one point one chick that was actually like wanting to be with Christian
because he's famous.
I don't know. This chick was unhinged. And it was
okay. Let's just look at JFS. Cowboy hat, really a drunkard, makes his own mead.
Oh, Cobra. Yeah,
King Cobra. I mean, come on. If someone wants to date him,
yeah, they're also unhinged, and the other chick was unhinged.
Oh, really? It's that bad?
Yeah.
It was that bad?
It was. Yeah, she was like crazy.
Ooh. Anyways, let's continue.
Nothing happened.
Sorry, I got off track.
It was a small thing that nothing happened. It was just before the arrest. But basically, Christian has been living, I think, with this person. I don't know if they might be just like a caretaker or something like that. That's what a lot of speculation is, because Christian no longer lives in the Ruckersville house. He lives in Lynchburg.
For good reasons. For very good reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. No, I got the shot still, so I'm going to take a drink of that.
What's funny is that whole arrest, Christian actually was kicked out because a temporary protective order was put on Barbara. Yeah, they arrested him at a hotel.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was because a protective order was put in place.
Thank God.
Yeah. Because a lot of people were like, we don't know how serious this is, because he admitted to it.
I remember that was a whole conversation he had on Discord. Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, so he's been basically always seen around with this Flutter person out in public.
Yes, yeah.
And there was a convention down in Raleigh, North Carolina. I probably said that wrong. I know I've said it wrong before.
Oh, it doesn't matter, yeah.
But he was down there. I actually wanted to go down there because there was the voice actor of Akechi.
That's hilarious.
From Persona 5. I was almost tempted to go down there because of that fact. I didn't know Christian was going to be there.
Well, nobody knew until they saw him. It was like I love your the way you described it. It's literally a Bigfoot sighting. So like
Christian is literally the Bigfoot of Virginia.
Literally.
And so they got kicked out. I don't know why. I'd have to look back, but I don't even think there was like something that, because like the conventions that Christian have gone to, he's done shit that's gotten him kicked out.
Oh yeah.
There was one instance where like it was inappropriate touching, and at one point they asked him like, "Hey, you can't be here anymore," and he actually crawled into a ball on the floor. Thankfully, though, this is like one of the few good moments in Christory where like a woman.
I hate that word. I hate it.
There was this one woman who had an autistic son or some shit, and she knew how to deal with autism and like people that were autistic. So she was able to like calm him down and shit and like get him into a better mind state to like leave and shit. But like, so Christian is like notorious at conventions for causing problems. And also it's Christian.
I mean, yeah, it's Christian.
So it's like the conventions get harassed because they know that, I don't want to say trolls, but like trolls know Christian's there. And especially nowadays, like
he's such a big, like, I want to say it's celebrity, anti-celebrity.
Yes. He's infamous. He's infamous.
Infamous. Thank you.
Yes.
That's the right word. That's correct.
And he's like, especially now after everything that's happened.
Oh, like that's what exploded him on the internet.
Yeah, that's how I found out about it.
After 30 plus years, that is the one thing that exploded him on the internet. It was because of him doing his mom.
Yep.
Doing his mom.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad you got the reference. I'm
Your
so
favorite
glad.
Martian, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But so like I think it was like the second day he got kicked out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then
the North Carolina one. Right?
Yes, that was in North Carolina.
The second day.
Second day, because I think that
then they finally realized who it was.
No, I think what happened is a bunch of people called the convention and be like, "Hey, this guy, banged his mom, right?" Like, who's walking around. And because it's just always Christian, it's always like whatever way you're involved with him, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's just like, we're not going to deal with this. Get out of here. Just go away.
That's almost, I hate to say this in this way because I know the context makes sense. I almost feel kind of bad though.
But it's like,
it's justified. I can't.
It's justified.
I can't feel bad.
It's justified. It's hard because there's no good person in the story of Christian.
No.
There really isn't.
Barbara and what was his dad's
name?
Bob. Yeah. Even Bob.
The lumberjack.
The lumberjack.
R.I.P. lumberjack.
He wasn't even that good though, was he?
No, they were all shitty people.
Because Barbara was a what do you call it, narcissist, and Bob was kind of like, what was it?
Racist and homophobic.
Yeah.
He was very apparently like Barbara was very like abusive with her ex. Christian's
really?
got a half brother, Cole Smithy.
Yeah, I remember this because Cole wanted to help him, but it's like he's too far gone at this point. Right?
No. Cole did not want anything to do because Cole hated Barbara.
Yeah, I knew that.
And like Christian tried to like reach out to Cole, and Cole was like, basically, I'm sorry, but like off. He was literally like that with him. Yeah.
Low key, I don't want to say understand, but like, I want to say understand.
Because he just despised his family. He despised Barbara and Robert
especially
Chandler.
for how he treated him, because I knew about that. See, that's what I mean. I know surface level Chris lore, because I knew about that. I know about how their family.
You knew about the tip of the iceberg.
Yes,
basically.
That's what I knew about.
I
would say like medium iceberg. I was never underwater.
I went full dive.
You were literally a scuba diver.
I went on a submarine on this bitch.
Wait, what was that? What was it called?
Ocean Gate.
Yeah.
I love how we both knew what we were talking about. Nice. But yeah, so basically he got kicked out of that one, and then like Christian's been doing like a bunch of live streams, and it's just been hilarious.
Actually, I'm curious because I've never watched one of his live streams, and I don't know what's going on. What are they like? What is happening exactly? I know it's like probably not a lot, but like.
So there's been a few game ones. Obviously Sonic. He played like a Sonic game.
We need to have a discussion one night. I'll definitely bring this up, but we need to discuss about why does Sonic specifically bring out all the autists?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but anyways, that's another discussion for another night.
Yes. So, and then he's done like some like over the shoulder. That's how literally what he calls it. Drawing live streams.
Oh God.
Because of Sonichu, of course. And he's CPU goddess, and
CPU goddess.
Yeah, so
I don't know about this.
Oh yeah. So okay, for context, the Idea guys were this group of trolls.
I know about them.
Yes. Okay. Good. So they manipulated him basically into believing that cartoon worlds are real, dimensional merge. I am giving you a very, very like quick rundown of like all of this shit.
That's why he believes he's God. Like
it's based off of an anime.
That's awful.
Because there were like some. It was like God, I like read that because I was like, I'm actually gonna watch the anime because I want to know what the hell about this anime like engrossed him so much. And it's like basically like all these, they're like goddesses and they're related to like video game consoles. I don't understand any of it, but I want to know this anime, so it's like almost like getting into the mind of a killer type shit.
Please don't put it that way. I beg you.
It's pretty much that.
I beg you.
It's like I gotta watch this to get into the mindset of this.
Please
person.
don't. I beg you.
I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah.
That's awful.
Now I understand how that sounds.
Yes.
But yeah, that was like So Christian basically believes that he's a goddess, and that actually he believes that he's the reincarnation of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just
and
shit.
So it's pretty much his live streams. It's just him rambling on about that crap.
Really, every single one.
Pretty much. Like his videos are just Christian videos. I don't know how else.
There's no other way to put it.
There's really no other way to put it because it's just like, this is all I would expect from you at this point. It's genuinely that bad. I'll show you like clips, obviously. I'm just going to show you some clips later.
Yeah.
But like, it's bad. It's like, this is where we're at now.
Oh my God.
And so it's basically been that for the most part. We're not sure if it's Praetor because they were like a group that was like basically profiting off of Christian.
Yeah.
Because he's been making the medallions and shit like that on Etsy. And I've almost been tempted to buy it.
Please don't.
But I've thought about buying it from Gino instead.
If you ever even think about it, come talk to me.
I don't want to buy it because it's putting money into Christian's pocket. But it's like Gino actually made his own medallions. Gino Samuel. And
we'll talk about it later.
I almost want to buy those ones. Because
later.
At least the money's going to like a
someone
good person.
Decent.
Yeah. Because it's like he's got a kid and shit on the way. Like, you know what? I'm okay with my money going to you.
Anyways.
But yeah, so basically go ahead.
Oh, you were gonna I want to talk about the brand new convention he got kicked out of. But
yes.
No. But first, what are you gonna say?
That was where I was gonna go to.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Perfect timing.
So recent news. This is very recent. The last few days. So way back during when COVID happened, Chris Chan was supposed to go to BabsCon, and there was actually this huge fundraiser that some of the White Knights of the Kiwi Farms was trying to do because they felt bad, obviously.
White Knights?
Basically, there was like a group of trolls like from like day one type shit, and they were like, we kind of like fucked him up a little bit.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
And they like felt bad that like Chris Chan only knew trolls and didn't have like genuine connections. And so they were like trying to like help him and shit. And
okay, can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
Imagine going full circle where you troll a guy enough to where you feel like, oh, I've done enough bad to where like I kind of want to see him actually get better.
Yeah.
Imagine
that was
full circle.
That was essentially like the White Knights of the Kiwi Farms, which Chris Chan is that they had just done like so much. They're like,
we've gone too far.
We kind of feel bad about what we just did.
Not what we just did, but what we've
been doing. Yeah. So, but they were trying to help him go to. This is just before the arrest and shit like this, too.
Oh yeah.
So they were trying to help him go to BabsCon, which is like a brony convention or a My Little Pony convention. Yes. I have no idea what it is.
You know what it is.
I don't really want to know either.
You know what it is.
I don't want to know what it is.
You know what it is.
I am very happy with being naive.
That's coming from someone who knows Chris Chan lore. So
That's different.
You can't say anything.
I don't want to know that people in fursuits fuck each other.
Fair enough, actually.
Yes. I'd like to stay naive to that. Anywho.
We can discuss it more often. We can discuss it more on another episode.
But yeah, so recently Chris Chan was going to go to the BabsCon convention, I guess. And apparently I think this is in like Washington State or some shit.
I don't know.
It's on the other coast.
Oh, is it like on the West Coast? Really?
Yes.
It's that far away. Holy shit.
Yeah. So basically what happened is that Chris Chan got an email from like the convention, runners or whatever the hell you want to call them. And they were like, yeah, we're afraid to have you here. Because
no, that's funny. That's funny as hell.
It's basically how they didn't word it that way, but they were like, we're concerned that you will violate our terms of conduct. And that's basically saying, hey, you haven't done anything, but we're afraid you're going to do something. So, no. And they basically banned him from every other convention.
That's insane.
They put it like clear as day is like, you're not allowed. Just so that you're understanding, you're not allowed to come to any of these.
I saw a snippet of something like that. I was like, oh, Patrick knows everything about this already. I guarantee it. So I'm not going to dig deep this. I want to ask him.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's like these people are starting to learn that it's just better to not have Chris Chandler associated with you.
Can I interrupt you and ask you something? Why can't you put more time and effort into this, like something that's more productive to society and yourself?
I don't choose the hyper focus. The autism chooses me.
I pray for your well-being.
Me too.
Oh my God, that hurts.
This is why I'm alone.
You're not alone. I'm with you.
It's not the same. But on that note,
anyways,
the lore of Chris Chan is it's getting more.
I need a beer for that. Honestly,
it is getting more and more ridiculous as the day goes by.
Anyways, so I think we kind of covered everything for tonight.
Yeah.
You know? I honestly, I'm happy. I doubt we made the episode any shorter than I wanted it to be.
Right.
I highly doubt it, but we tried. Anyways, I feel like we should wrap it up with discussing. Finally, without forgetting it and doing it later, the liquor.
Oh God.
Bottom tier, D tier.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm not even arguing with that.
No.
It's
disgusting.
We talked about this earlier, and I was like, I don't remember it being that bad. I remember it being kind of good. No,
it's that bad.
It's that terrible. It's
even Blackout Alex knows when he has bad liquor.
But like, this is terrible.
Give him credit. Give him credit when he credit's due.
I mean, I'll try to chill it, and maybe then it'll taste good. Because I'm not gonna waste like a whole bottle.
We'll chill it, but I
don't.
It might. The only reason chilling makes it taste better is because the coldness kind of numbs all the taste buds.
Good. Then I won't taste it.
That's the point. That's not bad. Yeah, it's just bad.
It is not good.
Yeah, I kind of wish we got the orange. I feel like the orange one might be better.
I think that would have been better.
It is what it is. We live with it. At least we know. Don't buy it. It's bad. No. Don't buy it. Don't waste
It's a limited edition. Thank God it's only like limited.
Yeah.
Thank God it's limited.
This is not going in our collection. I feel like we should break this one and post it. Break
like
it.
The pickle jar.
I like that. Maybe you might be seeing that pretty soon on either X or Twitter.
Oh my God.
Twitter. Or Instagram. Pretty soon here with this bottle.
Yeah.
So yes,
this is terrible.
It's fucking awful.
God.
Anyways, thank you everybody so much for watching Drunk and Disorderly. I am Ali Toon, also known as Alex, once again, and I'm here with
Patrick as always, and I apologize for any brain cells that I may have killed.
I've lost so many. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and please comment below what you'd like to see us talk about or any other punishments you would like to see Patrick and I go through for our next episode or any other, what would you call it? Rules? Not rules, but like, yeah, rules or punishments that we can go through.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect. Thank you so much again if you made it this far, and we'll be seeing you next month or actually whenever you do the next, what's it called? Morning After Podcast. The Morning After Podcast next.
Yeah.
Bye.
Zap to the extreme.
I'm going to kill you.